Ever have those days where you feel like you're swimming against the current? You try to force a project forward, but everything stalls. Then, a few months later, everything suddenly clicks into place without any extra effort. Most people call that luck. But what if it was actually a pattern you could have seen coming? Today, we're talking about numerology. And before you think of crystal balls or fortune-telling, let's clear something up. We are looking at numerology as a strategic tool for decision-making, a way to understand the weather of your life so you can decide whether to bring an umbrella or a surfboard. The truth is, the universe is built on mathematical patterns. From the spirals of galaxies to the way your computer processes this audio, numbers are the underlying code. Numerology is simply a system that maps these cycles. Using it for decisions isn't about giving up your free will, it's about context. It's about knowing the vibe of the timing so you can stop fighting the tide and start surfing it. Before we look at your individual numbers, let's look at the world around us. We are currently in the year 2026. In the world of numerology, we find the universal year by adding the digits together. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6 gives us the number 10. In this system, 10 is a powerful one energy. It represents a massive global reset. It is the end of an old era and the start of a brand new 9-year global cycle. It's a year of innovation, fresh starts, and bold leadership. Knowing this helps you understand why the world feels like it's hitting a refresh button right now. But how do you personally fit into this global energy? This is where the personal year cycle comes in. This is the most practical tool you can use to make decisions. We all move through 9-year waves, and knowing where you are in that wave changes how you plan your career, your relationships, and your goals. Calculating your number is simple. You can do it in your head right now. Just take your birth month, your birthday, and the current year, 2026. Add all those individual digits together. If the result is a double-digit number, add those two digits together until you get a single number between 1 and 9. For example, if your birthday is May 12th, you would add 5 for May, plus 1 and 2 for the day, plus 2, 0, 2, and 6 for the year. That adds up to 18. Then you add 1 plus 8 to get 9. In this case, your personal year is 9. Got your number? Great. Here's how that number should influence your decision-making. If you are in a year 1, you have the green light. This is the year of new beginnings. If you're deciding whether to start a business or a new habit, the answer is usually do it now. This is not the time for hesitation. Moving into year 2, the energy shifts to patience and partnership. This is not the year to fly solo. If a decision requires a wait-and-see approach or involves heavy collaboration, you are on the right track. Year 3 is about expression and socializing. It's a fantastic time for marketing, creativity, and networking. If you're deciding between a quiet analytical project or a public-facing one, go public. When you hit year 4, the fun slows down because this is the building year. This is for the grind. Decide on the boring stuff, investments, contracts, and foundations. It's about security, not risk. Year 5 is the pivot. Expect the unexpected. This is the year to say yes to travel or a sudden career shift. If you try to stay too rigid this year, you'll feel frustrated. Embrace the chaos. In year 6, the focus turns to responsibility and the home. Decisions regarding family, health, and your community take center stage. If a new opportunity takes you too far away from your loved ones, think twice. Year 7 is the pause. It is a year for research and internal growth. It's generally not the time for big external moves. Use this year to learn, strategize, and gather data. Year 8 is your harvest. This is the year of money and power. If you've been waiting to ask for a promotion or sign a major deal, this is your window of maximum influence. Finally, year 9 is the purge. It is a year of endings, not beginnings. If you're deciding whether to quit a job or a relationship that no longer serves you, the answer is likely yes. Clear the space so you can start a new year 1 cycle next year. Let's put this into a real-world scenario. Imagine you want to launch a new creative project. If you are in a personal year 4, you might feel frustrated because things are moving slowly and there is so much paperwork. A belief-based mindset might say, the universe is blocking me. But a tool-based mindset says, I'm in a 4-year. This is the time to fix the bugs and get the foundation right so I can explode next year. It takes the emotion out of the delay and turns it into a strategy. You can even use this for daily choices. If you have a high-stakes conversation or a difficult negotiation, check the energy of the day. You wouldn't wear a tuxedo to the gym, and you shouldn't bring aggressive energy to a day meant for diplomacy. Numerology helps you dress your energy for the task at hand. At the end of the day, remember that numerology is a map, but you are the driver. If the numbers suggest waiting, but your intuition is screaming at you to move, listen to your gut. Use these cycles as a second opinion, a cosmic consultant that helps you see the patterns you might be too busy to notice. So, what is your personal year for 2026? Leave a comment below with your number and tell us if it explains how your year has felt so far. If you found this helpful, give this video a like and subscribe for more ways to blend the practical with the mystical. The numbers are there to help you. You just have to know how to read them. See you in the next video.